Hi everyone, Chelsea here with Healing Embodied, and today I want to talk about why you must include your body when healing from relationship anxiety. And I'll explain more about what I mean when I say including your body. Many times when we have anxiety, we are stuck in intrusive and obsessive thoughts. We feel like we're stuck in our head. That's something I've heard my clients say over and over. I just feel like I'm stuck in my head. You sometimes don't even notice what's going on around you. You can't focus on anything because your thoughts are running a million miles an hour with what if questions and fears and projecting future scenarios. And so when we have anxiety, especially about our relationships, we very much are living up in our head, up in the realm of our thoughts. And the thing is that we can try rationalizing away the thoughts. We can try saying a mantra. We can try outthinking our thoughts, but it's just not going to work. Because if you know anything about your own anxiety, you know that anxiety always comes back with a new argument. When you say anxiety, no, that's irrational. That's ridiculous. It'll come up with a new, but what if? Have you thought of it from this angle? And there's always something new that comes up. And we're also not addressing the fear response that happens in the nervous system when we're just focusing on the thoughts, when we're just focusing on cognition. Because anxiety, these thoughts, these anxious thoughts, produce a neurophysiological response in the body. Maybe you notice shaking, heart palpitations, tension. Anxiety is very much a body thing. And so when we're not noticing how our body is responding to these thoughts, we are leaving out a wealth of information and a wealth of knowledge that our body contains. And I want to give an example from a recent session with a client, and we were exploring her relationship anxiety, and we were doing it through movement. So first we kind of talked about what are some of the patterns in her relationship and how the anxiety plays into it, and how does she want to feel in her relationship. And so we began moving that. How do you want to feel in the relationship? And we did it through something called mirroring, where one person moves and the other person follows. And we were moving. I want to feel connection and I want to feel open. And as we were taking turns moving connection and openness, as we kind of moved, as I moved closer to her, her body went into a fear response. Her body backed away from my closeness. And it was this, oh my gosh, this aha moment, something that came up from her body. And she realized, oh, wow, when I'm anxious about my relationships, when I'm getting closer to someone and learning to trust and move toward, my body closes off, it backs away, it pulls away. And she would have never come to this realization just by thinking about and talking about her anxiety. She was able to see it in the moment, what her body does, how it responds in fear. And the really cool thing about that realization through the level of the body, through her physical behavior, is that we got to practice repatterning that response. So instead of every time she wants to get close and connect and trust, instead of her body's fear response having her pull away behaviorally, mentally, emotionally, physically, we got to repattern. And we did this slowly and gently and just a little bit at a time. We didn't push through it. We just slowly breathed through it and practiced being more open, being more connected, and being able to trust without fear. And this is some of the amazing work that I get to do with my clients, is we get to see in the moment how the fear is manifesting in the body, how the anxiety is really impacting you. And if this is something that is ringing true for you and you experience relationship anxiety and you've tried to talk and talk and talk about it, and you still feel that fear, or you still notice that you're pulling back or attacking your partner because of the anxiety, then I invite you to send me a message and we will schedule a free and obligation-free 30-minute relationship assessment where we will map out the exact steps it'll take for you to get out of your head and into your body to release and rewire those fear responses so that you can have connection and trust and intimacy and presence in your relationship. And I swear it changes everything. So send me a message. I would love to chat.